Ever feel like you kind of maybe missed the boat on crypto?
Yeah, I can see that.
Bitcoin going crazy, Ethereum taking off, heck,
It-
even Dogecoin having that moment.
Right. It feels like everyone got rich but us.
Exactly. So what are we doing wrong? Is it too late to get in on the action in 2025?
Well, the good news is it's definitely not too late.
Really?
Yeah. In fact, for some cryptocurrencies, it's still early.
That's interesting. So where do we even begin?
Well, that's what we're diving into today in this deep dive. We're going to highlight 3 cryptocurrencies that you should absolutely have on your radar in 2025.
Okay, I like it. Consider this your express guide to what's hot right now.
Absolutely.
But of course, got to add the disclaimer. This is just for informational purposes only.
Right.
Always do your own research before investing.
Absolutely. Your own due diligence is key.
Okay, so let's jump right in. First up, we have Ethereum.
Okay.
Probably heard of it, maybe even owned some. But Ethereum, it's so much more than just another cryptocurrency.
Oh, yeah, it's huge.
Think of it as the foundation, the backbone of the whole crypto world.
A lot of people call it the digital backbone. Yeah.
Yeah, it powers so much of what we're seeing with decentralized finance or DeFi, NFTs, those unique digital collectibles and smart contracts.
Yeah. All those like automated agreements we hear so much about.
Exactly. And Ethereum, it's had some big changes recently with the merge.
Oh, yeah, that was huge for the whole ecosystem.
It switched over to a proof-of-stake system, which is not just better for the environment.
Yeah, way less energy consumption.
It also makes the whole network more scalable so it can handle way more transactions.
Exactly. Way more transactions per second.
So that means more people can use it. Things run smoother.
Exactly. Smoother. And it paves the way for even more, complex applications.
I see. So why should our listeners care about Ethereum in 2025?
Well, if you think about where things are headed with Web3, that's, the next generation of the internet, all about decentralization, user ownership.
Right.
Ethereum, it's a core piece of that puzzle.
I see.
It's the platform for so much innovation from gaming to finance, you name it.
Okay, that makes sense. So moving on from the foundation to another player who's doing things a bit differently. Let's talk about Solana.
Okay.
So if Ethereum's the backbone, what would you say Solana is bringing to the table?
Speed, my friend. Pure speed.
Speed, how so?
Well, Solana, it's built for speed. It can process thousands of transactions every second.
Thousands.
Wow, that's fast. And it does it all with super low fees, which is a big deal for users.
Yeah, that's definitely attractive. So where is all that speed making a difference?
Well, one area is NFTs, right? Minting and trading them needs to be almost instant.
Yeah, for sure.
Solana delivers that smooth experience, and then there's blockchain gaming. Imagine complex, fast-paced games.
Wow, that would be insane.
Exactly. And Solana makes it possible. Also worth noting, Solana's been through some rough patches.
Oh, yeah, I remember hearing about that.
But it's bounced back every time.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, it shows how strong the tech and the community are.
Resilience is key. All right, for our final pick today, let's delve into something a little more behind the scenes with Chainlink.
All right, Chainlink.
You've mentioned this one before as a bit of a hidden gem.
Yeah, it doesn't always get the spotlight, but it's so essential.
Essential, how so?
Well, Chainlink, it's the bridge between the real world and the blockchain.
A bridge. Okay, I'm intrigued. Give me an example.
Let's say you have a decentralized insurance contract on the blockchain.
Okay.
This contract needs to know when to pay out based on real-world events, like let's say a hailstorm.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Chainlink can provide that data. It brings in verified weather information so the contract knows exactly when to execute.
So it's bringing real-world data onto the blockchain.
Exactly. And it's not just weather, it's prices, sports results, anything you can think of.
Wow, so it's kind of like the unsung hero making sure everything works?
Exactly. If Ethereum's the foundation and Solana's the speedster, Chainlink's the data lifeline.
I see. Okay, so after hearing all this, is it too late to get involved in crypto in 2025?
Absolutely not. What's happening now is way bigger than just hype. It's about building the future.
The future, huh?
Yeah, crypto is becoming infrastructure. It's driving innovation, creating real opportunities.
Okay, so if we're listening, what's the takeaway here?
Just knowing about crypto isn't enough. You've got to be proactive, learn, engage.
Yeah, education is key.
The more you understand these technologies, the better prepared you'll be for what's coming.
So it's not just about watching the future unfold, it's about shaping it.
Exactly.
And on that note, here's a final thought for you all in this rapidly evolving landscape of cryptocurrency. How will you commit to continuous learning, to not just observe, but actively participate in its development? Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the future of crypto.
My pleasure.